Yo, New York Yankees fans, yet again, it is Felix from NyynewsTV, like always, hola, cómo estás. Yo, New York Yankees fans, yet again, it is Felix from NyynewsTV, like always, hola, cómo estás.
From New York City, you are now tuned into NyynewsCom radio with your host, NYY News Felix, for the latest New York Yankees news and rumors.
So, like usual, if you're up early, listening to the show, getting ready for work, coming home from work, let's listen to some dope guitars on this beat. You are now tuned into Hola, cómo estás, episode 6, exclusively on NyynewsTV with your host, NYY News Felix. Let's get into it. Let's go. Let's go. Look at these muscles right here. Eat your vitamins, kids. Eat your potatoes, kids. And maybe you'll grow some hair on your balls. Which reminds me, support for Hola, cómo estás on NyynewsTV is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped recently launched the Ultimate Men's Hygiene Bundle, the Performance Package. Join over 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code NYNewsFelix at manscaped.com. If my math is correct, that's about 8 million balls. 8 million and 1 balls. Or 8 million and whatever balls if you guys use my promo code. Balls in your jaws. So, we're on our 6th episode of Hola, cómo estás. An amazing show, by the way. You know, I'm being biased, but what can I say? It's really good. By the way, talking about this show, I previously mentioned Gerald Williams. I think it was on episode 3 or 4, where I talked about what were my favorite Yankees teams, and specifically those teams that Gerald Williams was a part of. So if you didn't hear the news, Gerald Williams passed away of cancer. Sad news. Derek Jeter and him were close friends. He was a great Yankee, and may he rest in peace. By the way, when the Yankees played on the MSG network, it just hit different. I preferred watching games on there. You had that guy, Al, what was his name? Al Trotwick. You had that guy on there. I don't know. I just have great memories of the Yankees on the MSG network. While we're on the topic of networks, SNY, in my opinion, is way better than the Yes Network. And I'm not trying to bash the Yes Network, but SNY produces way more high-quality content. And then that brings me to the Mets, where I read something or heard something. A radio personality out there said that the Mets are copying the Yankees with the old-timers game. And my reply to that is, who cares? You gotta be one dumb motherfucker to be a Yankees fan and like suddenly switch to being a Mets fan. That's not going to happen. If anything, you should be applauding that, as it brings more competition. It's like WCW versus the WWF back in the 90s. Both companies stepped up their game. And obviously the Mets are making that noise. You would have to think that the Yankees are going to step up the game as well. By the way, this is a new format where I come in and out of videos. I was going to do it last week, but I was having technical difficulties, as you would say. If you are listening to this show on YouTube, you'll see the visuals of me just being there. I don't know exactly what I was doing. Let's zoom in. I'm like, okay, yep, okay. By the way, my follower count on Twitter is just going to go through the roof. I'm going to reach Gary Sheffield Jr. type followers. The sexy mommies are all going to be following me. I mean, can you blame them? You have to think about this, folks. This is episode 6. And most of the guys on NyynewsTV are on their 6th episode as well. It takes creativity and, to be honest with you guys, talent to talk about the Yankees or baseball when we're in a lockout. And as of now, it's the driest it's been. News-wise, there's nothing, absolutely nothing. We keep hearing about the Players Union, Manfred, however you want to pronounce his name. Did he get that gap tooth covered yet? It's looking like spring training is not going to start on time. Who knows if we're going to have a full season. The fans are tired of it. Content creators are tired of it. Get this ball rolling. Get the season started at least on time. Who cares if they don't play spring training? Get it done. With that being said, let's take a quick break and I'll catch you on the other side.
If you're listening to us on YouTube and you're not subscribed already, then make sure to hit that subscribe button.
I am Amir from the country Qatar, and I come here because I have proposition. I have a new breed of chicken, and I hear in Yankee Stadium chicken go for lots of monies. El me chicken, and since I like monies and I like chickens, let's do business. You now can taste my chicken. El me chicken in New York Yankees Stadium in 2023. My chickens were bred to be the champion chickens of the world. El me chicken. My chickens go through a breeding process unlike you never seen before. My chickens are first waterboarded, then put in more various options such as walking on glass. And like monies, you like chicken? El me chicken. In Together Yankee Fan 2023. El me chicken. Coming soon. الحال والليلة الحال ليلة عمر لا برد فيها ولا نعام.
The number to call is 646-820-9488. That number again is 646-820-9488. Leave us a voice message.
Amir Chicken. You know, we have to pay bills around here. There's a lockout. And ads like that keep us on our feet. I can't wait to go to the stadium next season and try that out. Chickens that are bred to walk on glass. And did I hear that correctly? Waterboarded as well? Those are some tough chickens. I could taste it now. The meat on those chickens sounds like high quality. Moving along, we're at the segment where I go to Google, type in Yankees, hit news. Then I select by date. Then I pick out one of the newest articles to read. This one is from Yanks Go Yard, written by Sheldon Kamenicki. It says, should the New York Yankees retire Alex Rodriguez's number? If you ask me, they should, just for the simple fact that Alex Rodriguez's image in media is pretty good. Not in the baseball sense, but if we're talking about celebrity-wise, things like that, he has an excellent reputation and image. Let's read this article. Honoring legendary players, coaches, and managers by retiring their number is a tradition taken very seriously across all sports and in baseball, due to the rich history and society-shaping influence the game has had. It's even more magnified in Major League Baseball. This is especially the case for the New York Yankees, one of the oldest and most storied franchise ever, reflecting on the Yanks' past. The team has removed 21 numbers from circulation to recognize the contributions made by outstanding players and managers, which is the most in Major League Baseball. Other established clubs have also retired many of their extraordinary players and managers' numbers, including the St. Louis Cardinals, number 15, San Francisco Giants, number 14, Cincinnati Reds, number 13, and the Los Angeles Dodgers, number 10. MLB organizations vary in their perspectives and approaches in determining whose number to retire. Some teams only retire a number after the player has been inducted into the Hall of Fame. Others take a more liberal view, granting a broader definition for such a ceremony. Alexander Emmanuel Rodriguez is arguably one of the top 10 players in Major League Baseball history. During his 12 years in the Bronx, he finished with 351 home runs, drove in 1,096 RBIs. He had a 900 OPS and an OPS plus of 136. Rodriguez was the American League MVP twice, 2005 and 2007, was selected to the All-Star team 7 times, well, just 7 times, you would think it would be higher, and helped the Yankees win the 2009 World Series. Often overlooked, A-Rod hit an insane 263 doubles and stole a remarkable 152 bases while playing for the Yankees. He compiled an eye-popping WAR of 54 with the Bronx Bombers. David Ortiz was 55.3. The 2-time Gold Glove winner at shortstop graciously agreed to move to third base, just as I think Carlos Correa would if the Yankees signed him, after leaving the Texas Rangers. Not to interrupt the Yankees' relationship with Derek Jeter. As a result, Rodriguez, Jeter, Cano, and Mark Teixeira formed one of the best infields in MLB history. Admittedly, A-Rod was being paid an enormous amount of money by the Yankees, and some might think that he agreed to make the move because of this. However, you could argue many of the top performers at a certain position wouldn't make such a concession. Agreeing to play third base was a sacrifice on his part. Then it goes on to not take away viewership or readership of this article. You could view the whole thing at Yanks Go Yard. If you've been listening to this show, I forgot what episode it was. I think it was 3 or 4. I said that the future is going to redeem all of these players as humans obviously evolve. And in the future, you're going to have players, let's say, not on steroids. They're going to be enhanced. They're going to have chips in their brains. It sounds funny, right? But imagine in the future, in sports in general, players of the future are going to put up insane numbers. Then you're going to look at people like A-Rod, who did take steroids and was caught, and you're going to say, wow, these guys were still human. All they did was just put in a chemical in their body. We have players with augmented limbs putting up insane numbers, but these guys did it without that. So, in my opinion, the future will redeem players like Alex Rodriguez, Barry Bonds, Manny Ramirez, etc. All these players, even if they're not alive, one day the majority of people are going to say, wow, these guys were amazingly talented, and they're going to be seen as gods if baseball still exists in about 50 or 100 years. So with that being said, let's take a quick break again, and I'll catch you on the other side.
Previously on Hola, cómo estás?
What am I reading here? Profile username, Hubbard Smith Jr. This tweet says, Rob Manford is a rainbow-loving son of a expletive. You see, Dad, I told you, they're horrible people. Well, son, you were right. Let's report that tweet and any other tweets that are hateful and harmful.
Bring that bitch Daniel Johnson to me.
The fuck? Who?
I was listening to Hola, cómo estás.
Yeah, Daniel Johnson.
And the son of a bitch mentioned my son's
The
name.
Bushwick dentist?
If that liberal bitch wants to debate, set it up. Set it up fast.
The Bushwick dentist?
I'll be waiting. No, if Hubbard wants to play hardball, I can play it too. Hubbard Smith, have you screwed any of your cousins lately? Fuck. Is your father and mother related? Why do you sound like you have a penis in your throat, Hubbard? Bring it. Are those the only words in your vocabulary?
Right. I'm going to have to stop this.
Felix, get in contact with me and Hubbard. Set that up.
No. I'm not going to be in charge of that. If you guys want to debate in person, I'll give Daniel Hubbard's number, Daniel's number. You guys talk it out with each other. And you guys update me next week.
Well. If it isn't Daniel Johnson in the flesh, I'm finally here. Hubbard Smith. Before you do that, Hubbard, look around you. What the? Who are these guys? Make sure you tie him up. Put him in the trunk. He should be knocked out cold for a few hours. As we talked about earlier, let's do him weekend at Bernie style. You know where to bring him. Let's teach Hubbard Smith a great lesson. Yep, there it is, under my nutsack. Yep, this little device was made by my friend Sergio from Russia. This little thing right here can take out any electronic device within a 300-foot radius. Knocked out cold, as advertised.
Oh, stop, man, stop. I don't want to do this, man. Stop charging me. Fuck, man. I just killed someone. Yo, Pete, I just killed Adam King. I don't know what to do, man. He just went on my property.
Oh, shit.
I couldn't see his face. There was fog everywhere.
You killed Adam
He came
King?
charging at me. He didn't say anything. And I killed him, man. Who's there? Is that you, Menthol Man?
Well, if it isn't you again, bitch, how the hell did you find me?
Your friend, Menthol Man, gave you up. Now he swim in Hudson River.
Well, looks like Adam King from Earth 352 is dead. Poor Adam. Everything is so blatantly rigged for him. Don't worry, little guy. I'll make sure to continue our legacy. As for me, Adam King from Earth 22, I'm a zillionaire. I was advertising with my teleportation and anti-gravity devices. Speaking upon Earth 352, looks like a friend of Adam's, Hubbard Smith, needs my help. Time to start some engines and portal to the universe. Quick, Hubbard, jump in my portal.
What the hell?
That damn Hubbard Smith is hurting liberal feelings all over the USA.
The saga between Hubbard Smith and Daniel Johnson continues. Two Yankees fans that disagree politically, right versus left, what you see everywhere on Twitter, social media in general. Can't we just all get along? We will have an update on those two on next week's episode, so don't miss it. Let's try something new on this show. The top 5 ugliest Yankees. I won't go far back. I'll call it the top 5 ugliest Yankees in modern baseball. Here's my top 5 list, and if you guys have one, leave it in the comment section below if you're listening to this on YouTube. Number 5. Jameson Taillon. I'm sorry, but that dude's a ugly dude. I know he's a current Yankee, and the funny thing is, he might be listening to this as well. I'm sorry, Jameson. Number 4. Ronald Torreyes. He looks like somebody's uncle from the Bronx that shoots up on dope. Number 3. Nick Johnson. That guy had a big old adult baby head. He looked like the character from the Goonies, the sloth character. Number 2, this isn't a surprise. Randy Johnson. He looked like a oversized redneck sex offender. I have some candy for you, child. It's in my van. And number 1, the ugliest Yankee, I think, of all time, Shelly Duncan. That dude looked like he had some extra chromosomes going on or something. There you go. That's my top 5 list. If you guys have one, leave it in the comment section below. There's been some rumors going around that the Cubs are interested in bringing back Anthony Rizzo. And there's more rumors that the Rangers are gunning for Matt Olson. Let's play out this scenario. Rizzo goes back to the Cubs. Rangers or another team, they trade for Matt Olson. And Freeman re-signs with the Braves, which is the worst case scenario for the New York Yankees, as you would have to rely on Voit, who in my opinion is great offensively, but defensively, he's kind of like another Jason Giambi. So anyways, interesting news on the first base situation. Not really, something that the Yankees need necessarily. They really need a shortstop. The Yankees signed a whole bunch of shortstops. Their minor league system is packed with them. But really the position not a lot of people are bringing up is center field. As I was looking at Aaron Hicks in the Winter League in the Dominican Republic. He's looked like he's added weight. Looks kind of slow. And Aaron Hicks is so-so. Don't like him permanently as a center fielder. I think, like, if you go back to the teams in the 90s, he would have been a perfect backup player. But nowadays, I don't consider him a starter. So this show that has a $100,000 budget, Hola, cómo estás, with yours truly, where we could hire all of these people to get on our show, the great Peter Finichichi is back. You may remember him from the first episode of Hola, cómo estás. Let's see or hear what Peter Finichichi has to say or has for us this week.
Hello? Hello?
Stay online while we communicate with you. Peter Finichichi, baby. 1 second. Hey, man, it's Peter Finichichi, baby. You remember me, Casey?
From where?
From the airport, baby. You told me you had some connections up there in Washington Heights, man. I want to put my business up there.
Peter, where we met?
Peter Finichichi, man, to the flight to the Dominican Republic, Santo Domingo, baby.
Damn, I can't recall.
You know what we talked about, baby. Selling bootleg Yankees jerseys from China, baby.
Is that Chase?
Chase? Who the hell is Chase, baby? It's me, Peter Finichichi.
Peter Finichichi. I can't recall. We met at a bar in the plane.
Yes, sir. We met at a bar, baby.
Yeah, which bar was that?
I'm trying to get you to make money, Casey. You told me you were Dominican from Washington Heights. I want to move my business out there. I want to make millions of dollars, baby.
Yeah, okay.
Anyways, you told me you had a nice apartment. I want to use your apartment to put my product in there.
Oh, that sounds like a great idea right there. Sounds great.
So listen to this, Casey. Tell me, how much money do you want?
Can you change your accent and just talk to me like straight up?
It's me, Peter Finichichi, baby. That's how I talk. Sicilian stallion, baby.
I can't remember.
I need to hear in your voice. I need you to be motivated.
I can't recall talking to you at the airport.
Listen, did you have a couple of drinks at the airport, Casey?
Well, not to go to DR. Tell you that much.
How do you not remember me?
I can't remember you. Sorry, I can't remember you.
So,
I had a drink at the bar, to be honest with you.
So let me get this straight. Did you sleep that day?
Cause you told me, you
I
gave me
did,
your
but
phone
not
number.
with
You said, Peter Finichichi, call me. I'm going to be in New York City on Monday. Call me on Tuesday, Peter.
No, I can't recall. Sorry. I can't recall a name called Peter.
So anyways, Casey, I want to make you $20K a week if you lend me your apartment.
I don't know you, first of all, so I can't recall who you are.
It's me, Peter Finichichi.
Sorry, I can't recall. Can't recall. Sorry.
All right, so I'll see you in 20 or 30 minutes.
Okay, 30 minutes. All right, 20, 30 minutes.
It's Peter Finichichi. Let me hear in your voice. Let me hear how excited you are, Casey.
I'm not that excited right now.
So that concludes episode 6 of Hola, cómo estás, exclusively hosted on, I'll say this a million times, NyynewsTV. If you're not subscribed to this channel, subscribe now, and I'll check you out for the latest and newest episode next week.
Thank you for listening to NYY News Radio. Tune in again next time for the latest New York Yankees news and rumors.
No stopping me. I want the gun, crack, come rock with me. Don't look in your eyes, no stopping me. I want the gun, crack, come rock with me. Don't look in your eyes, no stopping me. I want the gun, crack, come rock with me. Don't